Hello everybody, welcome to Wild Boy Movies, the place to talk movies, and we got some pretty interesting and exciting news regarding the MCU, particularly the Daredevil side of the MCU, because we have got an announcement that Jon Bernthal's The Punisher will finally be getting yet another solo standalone project in the MCU. However, it is not a Daredevil Born Again-esque revival series for The Punisher that a lot of us might have thought we would be getting. So I'm going to be breaking that down, as well as giving you guys my thoughts on this new Punisher announcement. But be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below your thoughts on this Punisher announcement. And yes, today I was going to make a video talking about the newly announced DC Studios animated projects, but then we got this Punisher news, so that video will be pushed to tomorrow evening. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so with Daredevil Born Again coming out literally next week, which I am so excited for that show to release, and I do plan to do episode breakdowns of Daredevil Born Again as they release, but for this topic of the video, we are set to get the Punisher back in Daredevil Born Again, which has got a lot of people excited. And we might see the Punisher back in Daredevil Born Again Season 2, which is set to come out next year, surprisingly. But Daredevil might not be the last that we see of Frank Castle. Because according to Comic Book, Jon Bernthal will be given a Punisher special presentation on Disney Plus. Now, if you don't remember, these Marvel special presentations were essentially like an hour-long special, and the specials that we got were Werewolf by Night and the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. In fact, I also remember there were rumors that the Silver Surfer was supposed to get his own special presentation, but that didn't end up happening. And after the Guardians Holiday Special released, it seemed like that these Marvel special presentations were done, and we won't get any more. But today, we found out that no, that's not the case. We are getting one more special presentation, and it will be for Jon Bernthal's The Punisher. It should give you some confidence of Jon Bernthal's The Punisher in the MCU with Daredevil Born Again, if they think he did so good that he deserves his own special presentation. Now, it's completely odd that they're not going to be giving The Punisher a Daredevil Born Again-esque revival series. Instead, they're going to give him a special presentation. That just feels odd. But hey, we should just be happy that we're getting more of Jon Bernthal's The Punisher in the future of the MCU. But there's also one thing that we do have to address though. And that is that Marvel Studios right now has paused development on 3 different MCU series. And it feels like that Marvel is focused on getting Doomsday and Secret Wars out. So why out of completely nowhere announce a Punisher special presentation? Well, I think that this could be a big setting up point for a potential MCU version of the Midnight Suns, which the Punisher is a part of sometimes, and I think that the Midnight Suns is something that the MCU should do, because I think the Midnight Suns has so much potential to be such an awesome supernatural group in the MCU. I guess this could also be an excuse for Moon Knight to return to the MCU, because we did get reports that Moon Knight is going to be returning to the MCU, but Season 2 is not happening for some reason, which I really want that second season of Moon Knight. But to be completely honest, I don't think we're going to be getting this Punisher special presentation and this Midnight Suns project until after Secret Wars releases and we get that soft reboot of the MCU that's been rumored, which I think could be the likely release window we could see for Blade, since we know that that movie has no release date at all. But it is awesome to see that we are getting a lot more of the Punisher outside of Daredevil Born Again, and Jon Bernthal will have a lot more to do as the character. The one thing that I do ask for this new Punisher special presentation is that you make it TVMA or rated R, because I think that is how you should do The Punisher. Like, I don't think you could do the character justice in a TV-14 or a PG-13 project. I mean, they could make that work for if he shows up in, like, Avengers, but for his own standalone project, no, it should be TVMA or rated R. And we know the MCU isn't afraid of that R rating or TVMA rating anymore, because the Daredevil Born Again series that we're getting next week is going to be TVMA, and Deadpool and Wolverine was also given an R rating. And if those two projects can be TVMA or R, let the special presentation be TVMA or R. And one thing that I found completely odd about this is that Comic Book reported on this, but they have removed the video where this news was revealed. So I don't know what happened. Maybe this was news that was not supposed to be revealed yet, but either way, it's cool to see that we are getting the return of special presentations and more appearances of the Punisher in the MCU. But that was my thoughts on the announcement of a Punisher Disney Plus special presentation. I do generally hope that this ends up being good, and if it is good, this might open up the pathway for the other Marvel Netflix Defenders to get revivals in the future, whether that be Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist. All of these could happen if Daredevil Born Again and this upcoming Punisher special is successful. But be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below your thoughts on the announcement of a Punisher special presentation. And I will see you in the next video, and have a great day.